Welcome back, everybody, to TGK TV. This is your boy TGK, and this is the Dallas Cowboys post-game fallout versus the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Right off the bat, I'll say that our defense played a hell of a game to start out with. They scored basically 2 touchdowns, except the second one. They picked up a fumble and recovered at the 3. Now, the defense I was never concerned with. I haven't been concerned with the defense all year. What I came into this game looking for Dak Prescott to assert himself in a quarterback role. What I mean by that, by throwing the ball and leading the offense on a consistent path to success, where they're continuously moving the ball, continuously throwing accurately, continuously dominating a weaker opponent. But what I saw is exactly what I predicted. And in my prediction, let me roll that clip right quick. Get into it. Let's get into it. Let's get into my prediction side of this argument. I fully predict that the Cowboys are going to win, as I said it before. However, I think that we're going to pull. This victory is going to be like pulling teeth. It's going to be real tough as far as our offensive game is going to be in this game. You know? No, you don't know. I'm not explaining well. All right, let me explain well. I think in the first quarter, Dak might get off to a hot start, get a touchdown right off the bat, and then it's going to slow down midway through the first. It's going to slow down in the second. It's going to be dead in the third, and then Dak will pick it up in the fourth and close the game out. That's what I predict that's going to happen. And I don't think there's anything else to add to that prediction. I just think it's not going to be an impressive victory. It's going to be a victory, and it's going to be won in the fourth quarter. The line is, I think they're supposed to score a combined score of 48.5. So I'm guessing it's going to be 27-20, something like that. But that's what the Vegas lines are. I just don't see it being a really impressive victory. That's the prediction. Now, as you can see in the prediction video, I literally said that Dak is going to start out hot, slow down in the middle, and then end off hot. However, he didn't really end off pretty hot. What happened is we started out hot and got stagnant. The Dallas Cowboys offense scored 13 points. The Dallas Cowboys defense scored 14 points. Yes, you're going to say, well, the defense didn't score a second touchdown. Well, they picked up a ball at the 3-yard line, and Dak threw the fade to Gallup, and they scored. I'm still giving that touchdown to the defense, because what I'm trying to convey to everybody is to look at this game differently. Yes, we won. Yes, we're going to be NFC champions. Yes, we're going to the playoffs, and yes, we're going to have a home game. But it's like, y'all need to look at it differently, man. Y'all need to quit being like, yeah, we won, and yeah, this defense is great. There is a bigger fundamental flaw into this team, and it's the lack of offense. The lack of offense against not even a formidable foe when it comes to defense. Tampa Bay's defense is trash. They're ranked in like the top 5 worst percentages as far as like their defensive stats are concerned. We should have been dominating, moving the ball on them all game. And all we got was 13 points. Now, say at halftime, if Jalen Smith doesn't return that fumble for a touchdown, we would have been down 13-10. And say Jameis Winston doesn't turn over that ball to begin with, who knows? They may have had another field goal and we would have been down 16-10. Y'all need to look at it from that perspective. I get that we won. I get that the defense is good. And I get that defense wins championships. But sometimes your quarterback got to lift you too. And especially against a weaker foe, the quarterback should have lifted us a lot more. And I'm not trying to be too critical. I'm not a Dak hate channel. But what I'm trying to get y'all to see, I'm trying to get y'all to see what I see. And y'all have to agree with it. But if we get into the playoffs against teams that are way better defensively, and we play like that from an offensive perspective, we're going to be one and done, man. And one and done ain't going to cut it for us. It ain't going to cut it for me. And especially if you're a Dallas Cowboys fan, you want Super Bowls. One and done ain't going to cut it. And I don't want to bring up the Tony Romo stuff. Let's quit talking about that. As a Tony Romo fan, I'm done talking about that. Let's talk about right now. And right now, this quarterback that we have is not erasing the questions. It's not giving us conviction to feel like, damn, we know he's got the it factor and we're going deep in the playoffs. Skip that whole luck stuff, that luck talk, that it factor. He hasn't shown us anything to give us believability that, all right, he could do it in the playoffs. Even though he did it in the one game that he had against the Packers, we were down about 28-3 or 28-10, something like that. We were down quite a bit. And he had to have an amazing fourth quarter to come back into that game. Now, say if Dak was it a part of that game early on, who knows? We probably would have beat the Packers back then, but we didn't. So here's my last take on this. We won. We're going to NFC. We're going to be the NFC East champions. We're going to have a home playoff game. Who are we going to play? If their defense is any good, the way our offense has been looking, they might shut down our offense. So it's going to come down to our defense to pick us up and keep us in games. How long do you think we can maintain that? How long do you think the defense can be on that damn field as long as they are whenever our offense isn't doing much? It's a healthy concern of mine. And I'm not trying to be too critical. I'm not trying to be this negative Cowboys fan. I'm trying to be a realistic Cowboys fan and point out the realistic outcomes that we're probably going to have. And I'm worried. I'm worried, especially when we get into the playoff hunt. Or into the playoffs. Playoff hunt. What am I? Anyway. I hope y'all either agree or disagree. And if you disagree or agree, let me know in the comments. I'll be engaging with everybody. Again, this victory just wasn't impressive to me. It was one of those weird games where it just, you know.